There we go. Apparently I got booted out of my own live stream. So it says there's one person watching. If you're watching and you can hear me, go ahead and let me know over in the comments or the side chat. What's up, Saber Die? I don't know. I've supposedly been live for about 6 minutes. Did you hear any of what I was saying before? You can hear me now. Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. Apparently, I'm having technical difficulties. Like I explained previously, the the last time I've gone, the last time I went live was with Hangouts, and Hangouts apparently is having a spiff with YouTube, and they're gonna they're gonna go ahead and revamp Hangouts so that it's more friendly for YouTube or something. That's what I've heard anyway. But I'm using StreamYard, which probably a little StreamYard indicator up there. So let me ask you, Saber Died, was I actually talking on live before? Because I couldn't hear myself on YouTube, but I yeah, Saber Die is checking for that. There may be 6 minutes of nothing. I don't know. But it appears to be working now. So, but yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with the StreamYard, and so this is new to me. So I'm trying to go live with it. And the topic for tonight is D&D 5e Newbie. That's me. I mean, I've played D&D 5e multiple times. I actually played it when it was called, I believe it was still D&D Next. It was still in the player testing phase. We played a game with a friend, and it was a total party wipeout. No sound. Okay, thanks. Okay, so yeah, apparently I had technical difficulties. I was talking to myself for 5 or 6 minutes. Sorry about that, folks. So just bear with me and we can get through this. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to edit the live stream. So, yeah, well, I tend to answer myself sometimes. So, but yeah, 5e, I've played it at cons or conventions, and I like it. I think it's an easy game for someone to start playing. Uh, I think it's simplified compared to 3.5. I don't want to say dumbed down because that's kind of derogatory, but it's simplified. I think it's streamlined, if you want to call it that, and it's much easier for someone that doesn't know how to play. So uh, I thought it was an interesting play. Um, like I said, I've played a few games in conventions and played one with friends, and one with friends did not go well. Everybody died, and I couldn't understand how we all died to some goblins, but we did. That's when I learned that the 5e is just as dangerous no matter what you're facing. So that was a wake up call. And then I know I was playing a convention. I think it was Yukon last year, and we were playing 5e, and I was playing a ranger, and I was shooting a bow because I was a ranger with a bow, and that's what I was supposed to do. And I got out of cover to shoot, and I got lit up by some orcs. I end up dying, and then uh, or going down, and I my death saves or my death rolls couldn't make them. So technically I was dead, but since it was a con game and that was within the first hour of the 4 hour game, the dungeon master said, "No, no, no, you'll be all right." So he brought me back later after everybody else took care of business, and so I ended up playing the rest of that game. But it's deadly if you screw up or if your dice go cold. I don't even think it was so much me screwing up as dice went cold on me. I couldn't hit them and they were hitting me, and then I couldn't make a death save. So it's to save my life, literally. But I played 3.5 since its inception. I mean, we started with 3.0. Well, originally I started with first edition AD&D, so we're just AD&D, what it was called back then. We kind of skipped the second edition. Well, I shouldn't say we skipped it. We played it, but uh, we didn't really like it that much. 3.0 came out, or 3 came out. We played that, and we liked that. I ended up giving away my second edition books and started collecting 3.0 and 3.5 books when that came out. So that was that's the system. Actually, we still use it today. So we've been playing it for like what 20 years or so, and we started a campaign about a year and a half ago, and we started with I think 6, 7 people. We're now up to 10 PCs, and I'm DMing, and it's been quite wild at times, but it's tough to manage 10 people on a game, especially whenever you're playing with 5 of them via internet, 5 of them live. So it has some challenges. But getting back to 5e, I like the streamline approach. Sometimes, I mean, you could probably whip up a game pretty quickly if you're a DM, whereas 3.5, it takes a lot. And 5e, I've been watching a lot of videos on 5e, trying to learn, and I always learn something from somebody. So yeah, 4 young children, that is pretty tough. Save or die. I haven't DM for children under the age of say 15, so that's probably a lot different. I mean, we had a scout group that we played D&D for an overnighter. I was the DM. Oldest is 12. Wow, that would have to be challenging. Youngest is 5. Now you playing 5th edition, I'm assuming, but the because like I said, the 5th edition is pretty easy to pick up, and I would think that would be a much better suit for younger children than the 3.5. Started with 3.5. Wow. Yeah, my favorite edition is 3.5 right now. I can't get away from it. I won't get away from it because I've got so much invested in it. Yeah, you just moved the 5e. Yeah. I have a 5e players book, but I have a 3.5. I have DMG players monster manual. Um, let's see. I got the Unearth Arcana or the oh, I got so many of them. I probably have 12, 15 books for the 3.5. My one of my favorites is the MIC, the Magic Item Compendium. That's got some really neat, sick stuff in it. So I take that. I only carry 3 to 5 books with me for when I go to DM. I'll use the other ones for reference while I'm researching. And if I need it, the guy that hosts the game usually has most of the books that I need. So, like I said, we've invested a lot of time and money into 3.5, and we like the system because how well you can adapt a player character, what you can do with them with their skills and abilities. That we just don't want to get away from it. And we've actually introduced 3 new players this year to D&D through 3.5, and that's a new perspective because 2 of them are teenagers. I think they're 16 and 18, and their mother plays too, and it brings a whole new variety to the table because we got 3 females players, which our group we've had female players before, but never more than one at a time. So, and since they're new to the game and they don't understand a lot of the stuff, they bring a lot of different ideas to the game. So it's pretty cool. But I digress. I'm looking for ideas for how to delve into 5e better. Uh, like I said, I have the players. I don't think I need the monster manual or the DMG or any of the other books because that's kind of cheating. I think some ways. I'm not going to DM it. I'm going to play. I always felt like the other fighter, barbarian, cleric, and 3.5. The other classes kind of suck. Oh no. I'd have to say I love the 3.5 bard. I know a lot of people hate bards for some reason, but I love the bard. And the thief or the rogue in 3.5, you can do a lot with, especially if he's semi-intelligent, because you get so many more skill points. But yeah, 5e is totally different than 3.5. I think you're basically comparing red apples to green apples. It's still an apple, but it's different color and tastes totally different. So, but yeah, I got supposedly 2 people out there. I'm only seeing Saber die, but thanks for talking to me. Oh yeah, base attack bonus. Yeah, that's what I mean. They really made the 5e simplified. They really streamlined things, and I I don't play it often enough to remember everything. It takes me a game to get into it to realize what's going on anymore. But I'm supposed to start playing a campaign online. We'll probably use uh, what is that? Roll 20, I think it's called. Uh, we'll use that because there's the DM's actually in Michigan. I'm in PA, and we're doing a startup. We have other people spread out across the United States, and it's interesting. So it's kind of a starter game because we got I think 2 or 3 new players that have never played D&D before. One who's played all kinds of editions, and the DM who is new to 5e and new to DMing 5e. So he's gonna try and walk us through this. So should be interesting. Save or Die wants to play. We'll see what we can do. Right now, the guy that's going to DM, his internet is down because something with his landline. I mean, that's how bad it is. He has. It's almost as bad as dial-up his service. It's not quite that bad, but I forget what DSL or whatever it is he's using. But it's slow, and it got dug up by mistake or something. So they have to redo it, and he's going to be without internet for at least a few more days. And I'm hoping he gets it back by next Saturday, the 7th, so that he can join in our game, in the 3.5 game. So he's one of the players there that's online, and so we'll see how that goes. Okay, well, I'm going to play a healer. I'm going to be the cleric. Um, I don't remember if we chose deities or not, and I know I took healing as a as one of my, what do you call, my slots, or my, I don't remember. I have my book here. Let me take a quick look, see what it says. Oh, I am unfamiliar with this book. Acolyte, yeah. I think I was an acolyte also. Personality and background. Domain, yeah. Yeah, I took a healing domain. I forget what else we have right now, but I will definitely talk to the DM and see if he wants to bring you on board. Because I don't remember if we're needing anything. But like I said, it's a beginner game because 2 or 3 of them have never played before. I've only played 5e a few times, and that's at conventions whenever it's pretty easy to play. They they give you a character sheet and say, here, play this, and I just jump in the role and go. And yeah, so I, like I said, usually when I play 5e, I stick to stuff like barbarian, fighter. I played a paladin once. I think he survived actually. I have I have a character sheet in here. Yeah, he was a paladin. Or no, this is the paladin hater, barbarian, outlander, half orc, chaotic neutral. He did not like paladins. What else have I played? Oh, apparently I did play a human cleric once, level 7. Yeah, I don't know who DM'd that one. That's a sheet I've not seen before. I don't remember it. But I try to go to 2 conventions a year and play, because I usually I DM every month at home. So apparently I played a mountain dwarf, level 10, Oath of Ancients Paladin, acolyte background. And yeah, I liked him. Brandon Trueheart. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with 5e, so I consider myself a newbie. And I just enjoy playing because, like I said, I DM here once a month, and we have a game coming up next weekend. So I got to prepare for that, which I have some interesting thoughts for the next gaming session. And I think our bard may be in trouble. So I'll just leave it at that in case they're listening. But I do enjoy DMing. Don't get me wrong, but it's totally different than playing. Playing a PC, because it's a totally different feel and everything. But 3.5 to me is the best edition. That's just my personal opinion. But I do enjoy 5e, and the reasons, like I said, it's pretty simple, and I like it for conventions and for one-off games. You're just gonna play one time, and you want to play a D&D quick game. You want to play 5e because it doesn't take long to get the characters up and running, and it doesn't take long to kill them either. Because I think that's one of the bad experiences I've had with D&D 5e is I've had trouble surviving at low levels anyway. The higher levels, the 7th to 10th level, I didn't seem to have trouble with as well as or as much as I did in the lower levels whenever I played in different conventions. So, but if anybody goes to Yukon or Origins, let me know, and I'll try and see you there. But I still got one person out there watching and not saying anything. As a cleric, I don't understand save or die. Surviving, uh, or what? It's a stalker. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but surviving as a cleric. Yeah, I've survived as cleric and survived as a paladin and a barbarian. Ranger, I did not survive. Fighter or barbarian, I didn't survive. Excuse me. So I guess I'm only 2 for 5 for dying, but the one was bad. I mean, the game we played in D&D Next, which was the predecessor to 5e, we got lit up. We lost one player before the main battle, and we had to replace him. We had to roll up a new character, so that took a little time, but we got him back in the game. And then at the end of the big bad evil guy, we took him on, and we just got waxed. I mean, it was not pretty. I went in and took on the big bad. I got taken out, and then shortly thereafter, the rest of the party went down. So, and we just we just couldn't survive. But the higher levels, the 7th to 10th level cleric and paladin, I did pretty well. And so I do enjoy a good game of 5e though. So like I said, I enjoy them at conventions. So they're a good con game, I think. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But so let's see. I don't know how long I've actually been yipping and yapping here. Oh, half hour. So 25 minutes actually has sound, I think, or so. 24 minutes, something like that. But I'm going to get running here. So I appreciate a couple people watching. And Save or Die, thanks for talking to me. Keeps me from talking to myself so much. But I do appreciate it. Yeah, D&D is fun in any version. And occasionally at conventions, I get a chance to play first edition or AD&D, which is really fun. Stuck at work. Oh man, holiday weekend. That sucks. But yeah, I enjoy first edition too, and there's a great DM out of I think he's out of Michigan, and he goes to Origins now, and he does Yukon, and we play his. He usually does a 3-part all-day event, and we try and get in at least one of his sessions. Uh, I hate working weekends. Sorry about that, Saber Die. So I'm gonna get running here, but appreciate you joining me, and thanks for watching. If you're watching this on the rerun, thanks for watching, and thanks for getting by that first 5 or 6 minutes where there's nothing. So sorry about that. Like I said, I'm new to this StreamYard, and apparently I didn't hit a button. So I was talking to myself for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna get going. So everybody out there, have a good game.